Oh, hey folks, just tumbling some stones here. Always wanted to get into this stuff, and the wife's been talking about it a lot. So I got her a rock tumbler. It's not really a tumbler, it's a vibratory tumbler, I guess you would say. Works a little different than the regular tumbler. But we got the first stage done here. We skipped the very first stage, which is a very coarse step, which is step one here. And you use that first course to smooth the rocks and make them more rounded and get them ready for actually polishing. But the rocks we pick out were already river worn and stream worn, so they're already pretty round. So we skipped the first phase and we went right to the next one, step two. It's a medium grit. We let this run for 2 days. So we're going to clean these up here. This is all ceramic media in there. It's supposed to take up the space in the rocks and make it so they tumble a little better, or vibrate a little better. We're going to wash this all out and see what they look like so far. Stay tuned. I wish I would have got a little before video before what these look like. They've actually started polishing a bit, I think, and they've taken a lot of the roughness off. And some of them don't look as good as what we expected them to. They're not looking too bad. I know that took off a lot. I think it broke that corner right out of there. That's a piece from New Hampshire. Had some mica and stuff in there, and I expected the mica to wear away. Some of them don't look too bad. You can still see the gray deposits on there. We gotta scrub all that out. Take a look. I really like these greens in stones. That's gonna be a nice one once it's polished up. I won't bore you too long with what they look like right now, because they're not really polished. If they were dry, they wouldn't look shiny at all. But the reason that we went with a vibratory tumbler, you can see it over there. It's not a regular rotary tumbler. It's more of a vibrating tumbler, because usually with the rotating tumblers, they work good for the first polish, especially the first grinding, I should actually say. And like I said earlier, most of our stones are already worn kind of smooth. And these vibratory tumblers, they speed the process up substantially. So we went with a vibratory tumbler. Alright, so like I said, the next step is to scrub all these down, make sure there is no grinding media left on any of these, because that one little piece could hurt the polish. This is actually a garnet. Part of a garnet. Very heavy. It's hard to tell. It looked better before we started tumbling, but let's see how it does polishing up. So we're going to clean all this stuff up. Let me show you the bowl of this thing. Excuse the little mess here. Got to clean all this crud out of here too and make sure that's spotless. We don't have any media left in there before we start polishing, because it'll cause scratches. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to clean these up and start them for the next run. Okay, stay tuned if you want. Still working away. Cleaning those stones up for the next phase, for the polishing phase. Got a bunch in the bowl there. I cleaned the bowl out, but I still have this black residue on there. It's not really a residue. It's, I don't know, it's right in the plastic. It don't come out. Hopefully that's normal. I'm not sure. We're new at this, so. But I just wanted to show you this rock right here. Look at the flower in it. Kind of like a rose right there on the stem. Another one right there. A few here and there when you look at it. Kind of looks like flowers on there. That's a cool one. Almost done cleaning these babies all. Alright. Let's keep moving. Oh, hopefully you can hear me over this thing. It's not really that loud. Got them all in there. I made sure I cleaned the nut off inside there and all the bowl and the threads on the nut. Got to completely clean everything. I got step number 3 in there, 2 teaspoons, 3 to 4 ounces of water, some ceramic media to take up space in there. That ceramic media helps get the polishing compound or grinding compound into all the little nooks and crannies of the stone. So, not too loud, not too bad. You see the Stones all walking around in there, everything's moving around. And pretty cool. So this step is 1 or 2 days. The first step was 1 or 2 days. We ran it for about 2.5. Give it a little bit of time and come out and make sure it's got enough water in it. If it doesn't, we'll give it a couple squirts. If it does, we'll just let it run for a while. And I'll bring you back when we're ready for the next step. Okay, pretty cool stuff, man.